everybody. Today I'm in my kitchen. We are gonna make some gluten-free and dairy-free sugar cookies. Tomorrow's Halloween. It's on a Saturday this year. And of course we're in the middle of a pandemic. And BC just rolled out some new rules that we are not allowed to have any more than 6 people on top of the amount of people that live in the house. So that completely changed our plans for our party, but that's okay. We're still gonna have a little small get together, and it's all Alice in Wonderland themed. So we're all dressing up as characters from the movie, and we have little shots that are gonna say drink me. The cookies I'm making today, I'm gonna pipe eat me on them. So it's gonna be really fun. I'm really excited. And hopefully it'll still be a fun party, even though we won't have that many people, but that's okay. I'm getting this recipe from Mama Knows Gluten Free. She has a really awesome website. I've been using a lot of her recipes actually, and they're really good. I really like her recipes. They always turn out good. And she has dairy-free options for most of her things. And of course, these cookies, you could make them with regular butter if you wanted to, but I'm not, because it upsets my stomach. Yeah. Anyway, I will link the recipe down below. Let's make some cookies. So for this recipe, you are going to need gluten-free flour, some salt, vanilla extract, baking powder, butter. I'm using Basil vegan butter, an egg, and some sugar. It also calls for almond extract. You can go ahead and use almond extract if you want. I hate it, so I'm not putting it in. I'm going to preheat the oven to 375. In a medium-sized bowl, I am going to add 3/4 of a cup of sugar. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same amount of butter. There we go, 3/4 of a cup of butter. And then we're gonna beat this until it is nice and smooth and fluffy. Give it a little scrape. And then we're going to add the egg. And the vanilla. A tablespoon of vanilla. This is the best vanilla I've ever had. I got it in Mexico and it's almost done. I'm almost out of it and I'm gonna be so sad when it's all gone. Okay, now we're just gonna beat this. Our oven is preheated. Okay, so we're gonna switch these bowls out. So in the small bowl, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of gluten-free flour. I'm using Bake My Day flour. It's made in Dunkin'. They have a bakery that they sell like baked goods. They also sell pie crusts and tart shells, sausage rolls. This flour is mostly rice flour. So 1.5 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking powder. Our teaspoon is broken, so I'm doing 2 half teaspoons. And this recipe calls for unsalted butter. The butter I'm using definitely is not unsalted, so it calls for 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, but I'm not gonna put quite that much. I think I'm just gonna do a couple shakes, and I'm sure that'll be good. And I'm gonna give this a stir to get the baking powder all mixed in there. Okay, we've got that all mixed in. And now we're gonna slowly mix the dry into the butter, sugar, egg, vanilla mixture. Okay, so our batter is done. Finished mixing it, and the recipe says to use one of those fancy cookie scoops, but I don't have one, so we're just gonna make do with what we got. I think I'm just gonna use 2 tablespoons like this and hope it turns out. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna line my baking sheets with Silpats. I like them way better than parchment paper because you don't have to throw them out after. They're way better for the environment, but also things just bake up on them really nicely. So this recipe makes 24 cookies. So I think I'm gonna do 12 on each tray. And here goes nothing. GoPro died while I was filming putting all the cookies down, but I got 24 cookies. I had to take some away from the bigger ones and make smaller ones, but I managed to get 24, so I'm gonna put them in the oven now and I will show you guys when they come out. Okay, I had them in there for only 10 minutes and they turned out really good. They look perfect. Yay, sugar cookies. I didn't film it, but I made some royal icing and I dyed it blue. Well, a little more blue than I wanted to, but I used gel food coloring, so that's probably why. And I didn't make a whole lot. Hopefully this is enough to ice all these cookies. Yeah, I'm gonna start putting Eat Me on all of them. So I had my GoPro in the cupboard taking a time lapse of me doing this, and I went to close the cupboard automatically and forgot it was in there, and we destroyed a couple cookies. It's okay, I'll just have to eat them. Cookies, I did mostly Eat Me, but I did a few Take One and Try Me. I don't think they turned out too bad. So I've finished making all the cookies and I'm going to try one now and see how they taste. I'm going to eat one of the broken ones that the GoPro fell on. We'll see. They're really good. They're not super hard and crunchy. I don't really like hard, crunchy cookies. These are really nice and soft. I mean, they're crispy on the outside, which is good, but they're in the middle, they're really soft and they like melt in your mouth. And the icing's really good too. Yep. Pretty good. So that is it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.